When we came out to Los Angeles to try to make it in the clubs in the summer of '77, one of the first experiences we had was that Tony Basil came to see us.
I was first brought to the attention of Devo through David Bowie and Iggy Pop. They said that they, all the time were receiving little cassettes from bands that were interested in them producing them, and they said there was only one cassette that whole year that was really any good, and it was this group from Ohio called Devo, and they were going to be at the Starwood, and maybe we should go and see them. So that was the first time I saw Devo.
When we went to San Francisco on a side trip from LA, she told me that Bruce Conner was hanging out at Mabuhay Gardens where we were going to play.
Punk was a real pivotal moment for Bruce, and I know that he hung out in punk clubs in San Francisco at the High Point. He took wonderful photographs, and somewhat unusual for a man of his age, he seemed to be able to affiliate himself culturally with these new developments.
Bruce came down to LA and wanted to talk to us about making a Devo video. We were elated, we met and he showed us on a little 16mm projector a lot of the footage that he had collected that he wanted to edit into MONGOLOID. And when we got to this piece that was a black and white commercial from the early 60s, where an office man in New York starts fantasizing and a suitcase closes over his head, flies out the window, lands in Palm Springs. When we saw that, we were sold. That was it.
Well, Mongoloid, I have to say, is oftentimes someone's introduction to Bruce Conner. They see Mongoloid and they go, that is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I never got it out of my head to make a collage video once Bruce did Mongoloid.
And of course, it's vintage Bruce Conner. It's a compilation of newsreel footage, of educational films, of industrial films, put to this wonderfully loopy song. And it is a kind of use of the popular medium to comment on popular culture. So this kind of appropriation from the culture and then reading back into the culture.
Bruce liked our aesthetic. We both obviously had a heavy disregard for illegitimate authority. Political satire was running through both of our sets of veins. And Bruce, his influences started with Dada, so did Devo. I mean, we owe a lot to the Russian constructivists. He had seen us at Mabuhay Gardens and he was doing what he believed was a Devo video.
There's a kind of wonderful balance between what Devo is doing, in its lyrics, in its music making, and what Bruce Conner had been doing at that point for almost 20 years.